Hello and welcome to the Let's Get Human podcast. This is your host, Corbin D. Bruckshaw, and on this episode, we're going to be taking a look at the interesting world of personality psychology. More specifically, we're going to take a look at the Big Five personality model and its first dimension, extraversion, as taught by Jordan B. Peterson in his online course, Discovering Personality. Also, we're going to be breaking down extraversion into its two subdimensions, enthusiasm and assertiveness. So, let's get social, let's get emotional, let's get spiritual, and let's get human. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Let's Get Human podcast. So, to begin getting a grasp on what extraversion is as a personality trait, we must first define it. So, extraversion is the tendency to experience positive emotion. I'm going to say that one more time. Extraversion is the tendency to experience positive emotion, composed of two correlated yet distinct subdimensions, enthusiasm and assertiveness. So enthusiastic people make friends easily, smile more often, talk a lot, and are quick to reveal their feelings. Assertive people lead the way, influence others, take charge, and like to share their opinions. Now, to better understand extraversion, it's useful to understand the psychological problem that the trait helps us to solve. What is this problem? How much to value the present? So, low extraversion and high extraversion are two different solutions to this problem. Depending on the environment, high extraversion is best in some cases and low extraversion is better in others. Because our temperament is how we solve the problem of how to weigh the present against the future, it is helpful to think about this at the population level. So a population of humans having a normally distributed tendency to experience positive emotion about the present is likely to be able to adapt to their current situation and be able to handle the ever-changing environment. So why do assertiveness and enthusiasm influence our social behavior? Well, some of the most rewarding things in human behavior are social by nature, meaning they are due to status and affiliation. So enthusiasm as motivation for status and assertiveness as motivation for social status. So even though social behavior is one of the most noticeable cues to how extroverted someone is, extroverts also tend to pursue negative rewards like sex, drugs, and gambling. Now, let's talk about the concept of something called delayed discounting. Delayed discounting is a research method used to determine how much people value the present over the future. In delayed discounting, individuals are asked whether they want a little bit of money now or a large amount of money in the future. Their answers show how much they value the present over the future. The further the distance the future is from the present, the less probability you can predict what the future will look like. So individuals are biased to different degrees towards the present. Extroverts value the present more highly and tend to discount the future more, and introverts are, of course, the opposite. So, extraversion is the tendency to experience positive emotions, and the function of both positive and negative emotions is to help orient you towards achieving your goals. Your mind acts as maps that specify a journey, and these help you in your perceptions of goals and targets to understand where you are and create, design, and calculate a path forward. Positive and negative emotions function to help you recognize your location relative to your goals and move you towards or away from them. and our perception of those emotions acts as a measure of how effective the map that we're operating by is. So our emotions are calibrated based on the emotions of those around us, and the most optimized state is not to be happy or maximize positive emotions, but instead the aim is to be experiencing the appropriate amount of happy based on current circumstances. Also, a fun fact, studies have shown that humans don't actually crave happiness, but freedom from suffering. These are two very different concepts. So, now that we have discussed extraversion, let's break it down into its two subdimensions, enthusiasm and assertiveness. To start, let's talk about the traits associated with assertiveness. Again, take charge, have a strong personality, talent for influencing people, know how to captivate people, see myself as a good leader, can talk others into doing things, and first to act. And then traits associated with enthusiasm, make friends easily, warm up quickly to others, show my feelings when I'm happy, reveal everything about myself, have a lot of fun and laugh often. And then traits associated with extraversion, sociable, fun-loving, affectionate, friendly, spontaneous, talkative, make eye contact, drawn to sales and personnel work like nursing and teaching, impulsive, and gamble more. And personality traits are highly genetically influenced as well. If you derived value from this podcast episode, please go on ahead and subscribe. Head on over to Instagram and follow me at Corbin D. Bruckshaw. And if this interests you, go to Jordan Peterson's website and purchase his Discovering Personality course. He touches not only on enthusiasm and extraversion and assertiveness and everything that we've talked about today, but he also discusses the other 4 big 5 personality traits. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next week for the next episode.